The Streamlight TLR7A Flex is a weapon-mounted light designed for pistols, although it could also be used on certain rifle setups. It works great as both a concealed carry and duty light. It fits flush on the compact Glock 19, which I absolutely love for concealed carry. The TLR7A Flex boasts an impressive 500 lumens of light, with a beam distance of about 140 yards. That is not to say this light is without flood, in fact it's full of it. Floodlight will comfortably cover about 40 yards downrange and will truly light up a room. Let's face it, 140 yards is far more than you're likely to engage a threat at with a pistol. Of course, that's not to say being able to get positive identification, or PID, doesn't matter. With a single 123A style battery and a runtime of about 1.5 hours, you are sure to have plenty of light when you need it. The battery is both easy to find and cheap, both online and in most gun stores. You can replace the battery by simply unscrewing the lens cap without even removing the light from the firearm. The lens cap comes with a nifty transportation mode, which disables the light and prevents accidental discharging of the light, thus saving battery. The last thing you want on a night range session is to take out your pistol only to find that the light is out of battery. God forbid that happens in a self-defense situation. Let's talk about battery etiquette real quick. I subscribe to the belief that one should replace every battery that you use for defense of your life at least twice a year. I feel like once at Christmas and once on the 4th of July are easy holidays to remember that are roughly 6 months apart. That being said, if you regularly use your weapon lights for training or testing, you should replace your light after every session to ensure maximum brightness, reliability, and battery time. Enough about the battery. Let's talk about the switches. No, not that kind of switch. The TLR7A Flex gets its flex part from the fact that it comes with interchangeable back plates to the light that offer a high switch and a low switch. I personally recommend and use the high switch as it's easier to manipulate. The light has 3 modes: permanent on and off, temporary on and off, and strobe. The switches are pretty intuitive to use, and I applaud them for that. Keep in mind, however, that the strobe feature comes disabled from the factory. Do not fear, for a simple consultation of the included manual will give simple and easy instructions on how to enable it. This light is about as durable as it gets in regards to lights. It has a lightweight aluminum housing and is rated IPX7 waterproof. Quality is no question, and you will know that just by holding it. This light is big enough to hold its own, providing sufficient illumination capabilities, while being small enough to feasibly use as a self-defense carry light. Is it perfect? No. Let's get into that. Now, in my opinion, its flaws aren't many, but they do exist. Firstly, the mounting system really constitutes the use of Loctite. Without Loctite, the mounting screw will eventually shoot itself loose after a couple thousand rounds. The second complaint I have is probably due to user error, however, I'll state it anyways. The E-clip that needs to be installed is a bit annoying to figure out sometime, and it actually takes a bit of patience to finally get it installed. Lastly, I've heard of complaints about a lack of a quick detach mount. Frankly, I believe this to be a non-issue on lights. However, if you're one of those people who absolutely has to have a QD weapons light, then this light might not work for you. That's about where the complaints end with this light. Yeah, I know, it's not a lot. This light comes in at just under $150. Guys, listen, this is a phenomenal deal, and I really mean it. This is a quality light for an affordable price. This isn't some piece of junk light you buy for $20 that's made out of the absolute cheapest materials. It's well worth the price, and you can find it online and in most gun stores. Now, to my final thoughts and experiences with this light. I've had this light for just over 2 years, and I've loved every minute of it. I bought it myself, and I'm not paid by Streamlight to review it. In the thousands of rounds I've shot with this mounted light, I have not once had the thought of regret or concern about the performance or reliability of this light. Do I recommend this light? Absolutely. Everything about this light screams to get it. If you are looking for a solid all-around weapons light, look no further than the Streamlight TLR7A Flex.